Look at this. Now we're going to do lots of feral looks with this. We really will. But I thought we'd do something not as feral today. This excites me. Like I said, I'm going to keep it a little easy. I'm going to try my best. So instead of building up kind of a wild crease, I'll just take a little bit of this warm brown. Oh, there we go. This is one of my favorite liquid shadows of all time. Capulets from About Face. And we'll melt that into my brow bone. Now this is the bronzer I'm going to use in a little while. So I'm just going to add a little bit of depth to the socket. Soften the transition. And we'll get into the fun colors now. But I'm not going to get too wild. Look, I dropped my brush. I will take a clear eyeshadow base. I like this thin clear base for anything super sparkly. I'm definitely going to do some sparkles. Maybe a couple colors of sparkles. But if you've ever used a really thick base, something like this, which is beautiful for mattes, but what can happen is it's so thick, it'll eat sparkles, so it kind of dulls them. But by using a super thin, clear base, it's really going to enhance the sparkles. Let's do a small E27 so we can do more colors. I mean, we could just call that a day. Oh, this is fun. Ooh! This is so pretty to me. Let's do some of this pink shade. What do we got going on here? So pretty. Been in those meetings, my goodness. Everybody signed their NDAs, didn't they? It's not that I'm important. Sometimes the stuff they're talking about is important. I'm just the painter. I want this color too. Can y'all see? There you go. This shade, and I'll place it out here. It's just going to add a little bit of depth, but it's still a sparkly depth. But I think I want to do one of these mattes on my brow bone. Just a little fair. Now I want this shade on my brow bone. And then we will kind of tame it with the bronzer in just a second. Remember the bronzer? There's actually a color theory moment here because there's a little bit of blue in this. By using that bronzer, not only is it obviously a darker pigment, but if I'm using a fluffy brush and just kind of going around the edges, it's going to neutralize the blue. And then really melt together. It's really cool. It's like painting. We'll do a wing. I'm in the mood for a wing today. So I'm going to take this Hung Bango liner. Which one is this one? I know it's brown, but it's the shade Soften the Edge. And then I treat these the way that I do a pot liner now, because it is a gel. So I just kind of blend it and get us a little extension out here with our E26. We're doing Pink Puree lashes and Sweet Pea. These are cluster lashes, so they're a little bit easier to apply. If you've ever wanted to do just a little bit more of a sassy lash, I feel like doing clusters can be a little bit easier, and I have on Duo Line at Lash It. So we'll just start to place these. I'm trying to do these all in one take so you can kind of see. There you go. And then they lay on the lash line a lot nicer because you're not kind of fighting with the band. One more little piece towards the front. And I'm going to call that a lash. Now I will come back once the glue dries and do a little clampity. I really want to start testing out this foundation, but it is definitely not my shade. It's the right skin tone, but it's not the right undertone. So I don't need to darken it, but it does need some purple. I think that should be good. There you go. Do we ever get tired of that? I don't get tired of that. It's very heavily scented, which I don't mind. But we'll see. I like the coverage on it. I feel like it's a very skin-like foundation. Definitely skin-like. I feel like I haven't taught this in a while. Mind you, I mixed the purple here. But I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just grabbing a whisper of the foundation. Do you see how you really... Here, there you go. You really can't even see it on there. And I'm going to take this and start to melt the shadow in here. I'll melt these edges too. I feel like this look is really going to like a little melt. And I'm not really covering it all the way up. I'm kind of just melting my skin tone and undertone into parts of the shadow. I'm going to do the bronzer. I feel like I might be too tan for this bronzer now. No, I like it. I kind of need a darker shade, but I like how I'm not just getting too over bronzed. I like this look to not be quite as bronzy. I like where we're headed. But there is a darker shade. I need to pull it out of storage. I'm haired up just a little bit. Instead of concealer, I'm just going to do this pink corrector. I just want to see something. I've just been having so much fun with my makeup lately. And I know you're like, Rose, you always have fun. I don't know what it is, but I never feel in a slump ever, but it's just extra fun right now. So I'm getting more creative is what I'm saying. And I'm going to take more of that really intense blue and add it to the inner corner in just a second, but I was in the mood for this pink corrector, which I've been using it quite a bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and set the face. I'm trying to decide what blush we're going to use. I really like this blush palette. I'm going to use this shade. I feel like that I picked up too much. No, that would have been okay. It's a really pretty shade. I want to do something fun. Of course you do. If you ever just want to brighten your blush a little bit, take a little bit of the white. This brush is coming soon. Okay. Just place it where you're wanting to brighten it. I'm just going to wipe my brush off a little bit. I'm going to take that same shade. And then if we go on top, it just kind of creates a little secret highlight. And it's matte, but what it's doing, it's just kind of making it more neon and it'll make it pop more. Isn't that fun? And I can't stop using Anywhere Caffeine underneath here. I think it's so pretty for the summer. I love it. And this is just the classic artist color pencil, not the long wear lip liner. This one's intended for all over the face. So I have an update on the foundation. I think this is a personal thing. The fragrance in here is kind of making, this normally doesn't happen to me, but it's making my skin feel a little bit itchy. So I don't think that this is going to be a foundation that's going to work for me. I think it looks fantastic, but that's something I really wanted to know because I can feel my skin getting a little bit itchy. And that's really the only thing here I haven't used. So I'll keep you all updated. It doesn't feel like it's going to be, oh no, I need to go wash my face right this second, but I definitely wouldn't want to wear it 12 hours with how I feel right now. I'm going to use this color lip liner and it's really pretty. This is a Buxom lip liner. The shade's Dolly Defined. Very pretty. These are long wear as well. And then I'll use this Mark Cosmetics. This is a lip stain. I've worn this one. This is shade Pep Talk. I love these. I love them. They last so nicely. And so you know how sometimes long wearing stainy lips, they kind of make your lips feel dry. These do not do that. And then I'll perfect my lip line and continue to blend. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I know I got a little bit out of hand. I promise I'll try to reel it back. I'm just so inspired recently and I've just been having so much fun with makeup. So thanks for putting up with me telling you I'm going to do something simple, but now I have a periwinkle brow balm. We have fun. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for watching these long tutorials. Until the next video. Love you. Bye for now.